Alrighty. Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Happy Thursday, December 4th, 2025. It's Thursday. We've got Thursday night football coming up on us, fantasy football weekend ahead of us, and a little bit of everything else. Before I go any further, just want to take a moment, shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Here's the game plan for this morning. We're going to run through some Thursday night football, what I think, a couple of my picks for the night, get into some fantasy football Q&A if there is any, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day, and I'll get my ass to work. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. We've got the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions going at it today. Lions coming in as 3-point favorites. 3-point favorites at home. 54.5 is the total. Minus 166 on the money line for the Lions. Now, you do have 78% of the bets, 84% of the money coming in on the Dallas Cowboys today, along with 44% of the bets, 68% of the money coming in on the Cowboys money line. So we have the public feeling really good about how the Cowboys have been playing, and the public should feel really good about how the Cowboys have been playing after that great win against the Chiefs last week on Thanksgiving. An absolutely big win for the Cowboys. And it's almost a tale of two tapes, a tale of two halves of the season when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. A team that has started with a high-powered offense, and the defense needed to catch up. They go ahead and make that Quinnen Williams trade, and then all of a sudden they can start stopping the run and everything like that. World Bet Rippin 999 over on TikTok. You like the Cowboys money line tonight? I got to agree with you, brother. I'm on the Cowboys money line today. I think that the Lions have a very solid team, but we've kind of been waiting for that regression with the Lions. And we saw it a little bit last week with Dan Campbell getting caught with his pants down, going for it on fourth down too many times. Got caught twice on that last week. And I unfortunately think that's going to be something we're going to continue to see with this Lions team. Now, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love what the Lions have on the D-line there with Aiden Hutchinson. But that secondary is absolutely Swiss cheese. You're telling me George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb aren't about to run routes all over those guys and Dak's not about to hit them all open? Nah, man. I'm on George Pickens for anytime touchdown today. I'm on CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown today. I think the boys are going to get it done. And another thing with the Lions, Amon-Ra, his status is up in the air for tonight. He is going to be a game-time decision. Leaning probably towards playing, but might be on a little bit of a snap count. So that is my only concern there. But again, I do like the Cowboys today. I like them on the money line. I like the plus the 3. The public does worry me a little bit. Public has not been having the best season coming, when the public's all on one side, and that seems to be what we're seeing here with dem boys. But hey, again, I like Dak today. I like Dak today over on passing yards. I think he'll get easily about 235, 250, somewhere within that range. The line, I believe, is at about, what was that line at? It's like 240 or something like that. So, yeah, I like Dak over that. I like George Pickens over receiving yards. His receiving yards were pretty low. Patriots had all the public. Yeah, no. DH picks. I completely get it, bro. I'm just saying, like, you look statistically at the season, and the public hasn't been having the best season. It's been actually one of the worst seasons for the public. And granted, a couple of nice spots here and there that the public has won, and I'm hoping that this is one of those spots. I do believe it's one of those spots, but it does worry me a little bit that the book is holding the line at the 3. They haven't moved it up, haven't moved it down, with all the money coming in on the Cowboys. And it's the money, it's the bets, and the book is holding that line solid. And so that's a little, that's just kind of where I'm at. Yeah, you get it, bro. You know exactly what I'm talking about, man. But hey, if the book's feeling strong about this, it's okay. I'm feeling strong enough about this pick as well that I think the Cowboys are more than equipped, especially like I mentioned with that Quentin Johnson trade, now having more of a run stop there. And if they can stop the Detroit Lions run game, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, then you got to get it done over the top without Amon-Ra. That's going to be rough. Game is going to start out. Lions going to be up first half. I get that. I'm with you there, DH. I'm with you there. What do you think about Isaac Tesla? Great football name, if we're going to be honest. Hard spot for him to come in with Laporta being out. I think he's a serviceable I think he's serviceable. You know what I mean? I think he's very serviceable. I think Jared Goff is going to have to target him a lot today, especially if that run game goes down for the Lions. And so if you're thinking about fantasy points for him, I think you're going to be in a good spot. But this Dallas defense has been standing up a lot. And I mean, really standing on their, standing on business and getting it done. I like what the secondary has done. Let's just hope they don't go pick hunting too much, go interception hunting too much like they have the last couple of seasons. If they can keep everything in front of them, I think the Lions are going to have a very difficult time. But yeah, I think it's going to be one of the better Thursday night games we've had in a while, if we're going to be completely honest. And we've had some stankers. I mean, Monday night was a stinker, just an absolute blowout. I mean, a fun game to watch, but still a blowout. I'm looking for a competitive game here, and I think we're going to be able to get that with them boys, with the Lions. Am I crazy thinking over here? Am I crazy? I mean, the total's sitting at 54.5? I feel like that's not enough points. I really do, especially Dallas's high-powered offense, the Lions' high-powered offense, and I'm assuming the Lions are going to be able to get some of those, big chunk plays that they can do, those big explosive plays. Same with the Cowboys. And so I'm probably leaning the over 54.5 here too, if we're going to be completely honest. Cowboys money line over 54.5, or take the 3 in the over. Side total parlay, you gotta love them. They're original, they're OGs for a reason. But yeah, first touchdown score. I've been thinking about that one. I've been really thinking hard about that one. And I don't know, my first touchdowns, if I'm doing a first touchdown bet, I usually like to take one that I think is actually going to happen, and then one that, I can hear that name being called. And so with the first touchdown of the game. 777. I get it, bro. Yeah, those injuries are tough, and they're going to continue to be tough. But hey, at least you're not a Cardinals fan like myself. We're not even that injured. We just suck. I know James Conner's out and a lot of other injuries, but still, you get my point. But, first touchdown. I mean, I'm looking at Javonte. I'm looking at a Pickens. I might be looking at a Jameson Williams. That's always a fun one. A Jameson Williams anytime touchdown. Then he doesn't touch the ball ever again. It's crazy. 777. I'll tell you how y'all are booked. I'll tell you. Hey, Matches 808. Thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think it is the home field. When sports books go in and they set a line, you usually give about 3 points to the home team for that home field advantage. Same thing goes with basketball, hockey, not hockey or baseball, excuse me, but usually go in and you give them 3 points. So if anything, the book is telling me that this is at a pick 'em. And I think that is the correct place this could be. And Lions fans are going to hate me saying this. Cowboys fans are going to hate me saying this. But, this is two sides of the same coin, if we're going to be completely honest. You got two high-powered offenses with two solid D lines and secondaries that are very questionable. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand why the book has it at this line. And I also understand why they haven't moved it. It's two sides of the same coin. J. Newbert 94, what's good, brother? Thank you for the follow, by the way. What's up, Cuzzo? Is St. Brown going to play? I have seen, I'll double check. Let me double check the internet real quick. But from everything that I've been seeing, St. Brown is questionable going into this one. And I have not heard it really leaning one way or the other. I'm going to St. Brown. What the hell? And I think it's going to be like a mid-afternoon, Ooh. Yeah, I'm leaning towards probably not playing, if we're going to be completely honest. Leaning towards not playing. Yeah, ESPN doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. They never have. Pickens or Lamb receiving yards? I'd be leaning Pickens. And that just for the sole point that I'm sorry, my brain farted there for a little bit. CeeDee Lamb is that number one guy. He's that number one guy. He's that guy that's going to get the double. He's going to cover that, get that safety attention, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm leaning on the Pickens receiving yards. I personally took Pickens receiving yards, so that's where I'm at. That one, Cowboys plus the 9, under the 60. Ooh, so doing a little teaser to get the day started. I like it. Under 60, I think you're going to be right about there. Lamb Lions secondary is struggling. You could probably be good on both of them. That one I would take Cowboys plus the 9. I wouldn't touch Lions plus 3. Honestly, I'm not touching the Lions at all today. I'm just not doing it. Cowboys money line, happy to make money or happy to see 7-7. I've been there, brother. I have been there. It's like, well, I'll just take the other side money line, and if I lose my money, hey, at least my team won. It's a rough existence to live in. I've been there, brother. I've been there. It's a tough one. But no, this is going to be a solid one. I'm excited for it. I also, Javonte Williams over on rushing yards is interesting to me. That's just interesting to me. That's all I'm saying. Also, just PSA, Jonathan Gannon should be fired from the Arizona Cardinals. Over or under game total? I'm on the over today. I'm on over 54.5. I see points, Dakota. Lots of points with two defenses that don't have a lot going for them, but have just enough to get them going. But two very powerful offenses. Or it's going to be a typical Thursday night stinker, and neither of them are going to be able to move the freaking football. But granted, both of them have actually had a full week off, not playing on a short week with playing last Thursday. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. We shall wait and see. But yeah, Amon-Ra being out is going to be a real bummer for the Lions if he ends up not playing today. That'll be a real stinker. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, that's where I'm at on the game. Honestly, I would take Aiden Hutchinson for a sack too. Oh, one bet that was interesting to me. Oh, can I find it again? There was Jared Goff over 1.5, over half of an interception at plus 140. Goff has been very protective of the football, but we know that these Cowboys corners like to go interception hunting, so I'd be looking at that. Watson play or Shedeur for the Browns? Casey, I do think that Shedeur is going to get a couple of more starts just because the practice window opened for Watson. I don't think he'll be ready for another 2 weeks at least. Not saying he doesn't know, play calls or anything like that, but I do think they're going to want to get him, back up to speed and football shape and everything. So I'm thinking, Shedeur is going to start for a little bit. Would not be surprised to see Watson play at some point this season. Faux baby, was St. Brown out? Nah, give me under and the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. I think it's going over, brother. Will Javonte Williams just go off? I'm considering benching him. As I said earlier, the interesting thing with this game is you've got two defenses who have the ability to stop the run. If they actually will is a whole other conversation. And that's my alarm. I'm going to have to get ready for work soon. And yeah, man, I don't know. He should, but I will see. They're going to need to set that up so that they can get the play action going with Pickens. But Phil, baby, thank you for the follow, brother. Dallas for the win. Everyone's on Dallas today. I love it. Jesse, couldn't agree with you more. Detroit D is Swiss cheese, brother. And thank you for the follow. Who wins today's Cowboys, baby? I'm on them boys. And I hate that I'm on them boys, if we're going to be completely honest, everyone. I'm not a Cowboys fan whatsoever. I'd prefer if they never did anything good, but I'm on the Cowboys. Yeah, beat Chiefs, beat the Eagles within the last 2 weeks, too. I mean, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. How are Detroit favorites? That would be because it should make sense to you, Dre. You think about it. Detroit's the home team. Sportsbooks typically give the home team 3 points. This game should be at a pick 'em. This team is two sides of the same coin. So I see why the line's the same. Taylor debating on starting Goff for fantasy. Mac backup QB is Herbert, but he is hurt though. I understand Herbert's hurt. Who the hell are they playing again? I just handicapped. I'm playing the Eagles this week. No, go Herbert. Go Herbert, baby. Go Herbert. Hey, faux baby, bear down, go Cats. Dre, thank you for the follow, brother. Amon-Ra playing. I'm not seeing that he's playing. I am not seeing that he's playing, and I do not believe he is playing. They said if, he's good to go, he's going to go. But usually when I hear that, like if he's good to go, he's going to go, that means that even if he is playing, he's going to be on some type of a pitch count or has the potential to be out early again. So Yeah, hasn't practiced all week. Exactly, brother. Think Goff 200 yards. 7-7. If you want to sweat, brother. If you want a good sweat, brother. Yeah, then I would take Goff for 200. I mean, he's gonna have to throw the ball a lot. If Dallas can take away that, if Dallas can take away that run game, they're gonna need to throw that ball. Lions smoke the Bears. Yeah, but hey, it happens. Pickens and Lamb are going to catch it's going to be a big Pickens and Lamb day. So if you're facing them in either of them in fantasy this week, God bless. Good luck. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one, brother. Yeah, if they can take the run game away. They've been doing pretty good so far, especially since the Quinnen Williams trade. I want to see more. It needs to be consistent. Bears are frauds. I don't know if they're frauds. I think that defense is legit, and I think those weapons are legit. I think the biggest issue is still Caleb Williams. I think Ben Johnson has done an incredible job with turning that program around and everything, but Cowgirls winning? Yes, I do believe the Cowgirls are winning this week. Omarion playing this week. From everything I've heard, he is leaning towards playing. I'm waiting on some more info. I should have an update Saturday or tomorrow. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Suave. I want to see more of it. Sit Mahomes and play Stafford. I don't hate that. The Cardinals are going to keep the game close. They love to keep the game close, but then the Rams are going to blow them out in the fourth quarter. So I do like that. Best run game, we take the ball away. I want it all. I want it all, brother. That's what I want. Bengals making the playoff. They have a real good chance. They have a real good chance with the schedule in front of them. I think it's a solid shot, but that defense is such a liability. I mean, we've seen Joe play through that defense before and the defense not really mattering, but I don't like it. Watch UFC. Yes, I do watch UFC. I've not had the time that I want. I usually get deeper into the UFC post-football, and that's when I start handicapping a lot more and everything. What do I like tonight? I like, and yes, I do bet on it. Power Slap is my real thing. I was at Power Slap 15 a couple months ago, and that was freaking awesome. But what do I like tonight? I like the Cowboys tonight, and I like Pickens for a tutty. I just think I'll get more out of Stafford. I agree. Yeah, I would roll Stafford. Bengals only make playoffs. I don't even think it's that Suave. I think it has to do with that defense. If that defense cannot allow so many fucking points. Do I watch boxing? If there's a big fight, but not my biggest thing. But I will take Henry Cejudo. Let's go. Donovan, thank you for the follow, brother. Jordan loved the team. Yeah. Ruben, thank you for the follow, brother. Got Dak, Pickens, and Ferguson on my fantasy. Dude, you should just sit the rest of your team, bro. You're not going to need any more points after today. Casey, I don't hate that. Bengals finished second. I don't hate that at all. Amy, AMI, who's my favorite teams? I'm an Arizona guy, so bear down, go Cats. U of A, go D-backs, go Cardinals, go Suns, and RIP my Coyotes. I still get a little teary-eyed about the Coyotes. The fucking Mammoths. Screw them. What's your play today? I'm on the Cowboys, plus the 3 in money line. I'm on the over as well. I'm on Pickens for a touchdown. I'm on Jameson Williams for a touchdown. I'm also on George Pickens over on receiving yards. And between you and me, I'm leaning over on Dak's yards. I have not put money on Dak's yards yet, but I am leaning on Dak's yards. Char, thank you for the follow, brother. Who do I think would win the Super Bowl this year? Shit, dude, I have a better opportunity to take a penny, have it drop from a helicopter, and shoot it with a 9mm. I mean, it's really a barrel of buckets. The AFC is absolutely not up to par this year. The NFC is what runs it. I think it's going to be an NFC team that wins it. And I'm leaning towards the Rams. I mean, I know the Rams just lost to the Panthers. The Panthers have been a very feisty team this year, but those are still the guys. Like, the Rams have everything. Didn't you guys bench your start? Yeah, Kyler Murray sucked, dude. I've never been a Kyler Murray guy, and I'm worried about Caleb. Dude, yeah, I call it as it is. No, I want the Cardinals to blow everything up. Let's get one thing very clear. I might be a Cardinals fan, but I ain't happy with what's been going on with the Cardinals for the last 10 years. All right, screw Jonathan Gannon, screw Monty, screw them all. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, let's go, Donovan. I love it. Bear down, go Cats. And by the way, checks notes. How is U of A number 2? Has anyone looked at resumes recently and we're just going to give Purdue because they're Purdue number 1 in the country? Bullshit. Grew up in Tucson. Ooh, you were down there in the dirty T. Yes, I do believe Amon-Ra is out tonight. Listen, the inaccuracies I'm not even worried about, brother. It is like his pocket is fine. He has a fine enough pocket, but he just looks to run more than throw. And don't get me wrong, it's been a lot better this season. I think I think Ben Johnson's done a good job of holding that together and developing him. I just think it's going to take a couple more years. And I don't think the Bears are going to be a good playoff team, if we're going to be honest. TT Pops 22, thank you for the follow, brother. I'm on the boys tonight. Send McBride to Washington for 2 first-rounders. Hey, listen, I don't think Trey McBride's going to be on our roster that much longer. I really think we should blow it all up, so I would not mind getting 2 first-rounders for McBride. He's definitely worth it. How much will Herbert's injury affect his play? I mean, from what I've been seeing, I'm not overly concerned about it. I do think it'll have a slight effect, and they might run the ball a little bit more, but overall, not the biggest thing I'm worried about. The season's been night and day. Yeah, absolutely. You can take Gibbs. Oh, yeah, I think if they can stop that run game. HB Keezy, I know I'm trying to get better, brother. Disky427, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you, dog. But yeah, it's that time of the day. All right, I got to get going to work. So again, I'm on the Cowboys today on the money line plus the 3 over 54.5. George Pickens for a touchdown, CD for a touchdown, Jameson Williams for a touchdown. More than likely, Dak over on yards and Javonte Williams over rushing. I like it. Got Mayfield and Bucky balling out this week, bro. I hope so, and they should. They should be. Who the hell? I just handicapped it. Yeah, playing the Saints. I mean, the Saints will keep it close. Saints are a scrappy ball club, but the Bucs will definitely come out on top. No doubt. No doubt. But again, that's all the time I got today. I've got to get to work. But hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit that like button, hit the follow button. It does help us out a lot more than you know. But with all that being said, I, of course, have been the Brofict one, AJ. I think the Bears cover, Packers win. What was I saying? I'm the Brofict one, AJ. Have an incredible rest of your Thursday. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you guys next time on Degenerate Takes.